This is pretty much the worst video ever made.
I think the parallel in business, Uncle Rico as a coach is not a very good role model. But the parallel, I guess, that you could think about, even though the brothers didn't ask for him to show up, is, a really good coach can see when you're coasting. And Rico had no interest in either of them coasting. I love his quote where, while you were out patty caking around with your friend Pedro, Uncle Rico made $100 or $60. It wasn't even $100, was it? It was like $60.
Wouldn't look at me like that, Napoleon.
I wish you'd get out of my life and shut up.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. While you're out there playing patty cake with your friend Pedro, your Uncle Rico making $120.
I can make that much money in 5 seconds.
Jeez, yeah, right, Napoleon. I made like $75 today.
Napoleon, looks like you don't have a job. So why don't you get out there and feed Tina?
Why don't you go eat a decrepit piece of crap?
Yes, yes, like something not like, but better than what they had. Put it that way.
Yeah. So his egging him on, got Napoleon out of the house, got him doing more, spending more time with friends.
He goes to the
part of the
chicken
happy
farm.
ending.
He just the chickens are biting him and stuff, and he made like $6 or something. It was like, oh my god, it's like $1 an hour.
And I think Rico might be, probably more than a coach. I think he was a good coach to Kip. Would you say that? I think he was
yeah.
I think he was good for Kip. He taught Kip how to sell. He gave him the confidence to cold call, to go make home appointments where he never would have done something like that. I think you're right. He encouraged him to go after LaFonda and make it happen. He wanted her to sell something to LaFonda. She goes, maybe because she doesn't need it. I already tried, but I think he is a good coach to him. I think the parallel with Napoleon with the real business world is, you're right. It was more of a flea. He got him to leave. So, if you have a lousy manager, it could be a good career thing for you because it forced you to leave a bad situation. It forced you to go try something different, start your own thing, or work for a different company, a different manager. So, that a lot of times what I've found is most people won't leave a company unless acted upon. Few people are just satisfied and go try to find something better. They almost need a bad manager. They almost need the company to be struggling and they get nervous, they get scared to be laid off. Very few people just go proactively do that while things are okay with their manager and their company, even though they're not real happy or they're kind of coasting along a little bit. So I think Rico is probably a good parallel for what really happens in the world. And in this case, Napoleon got out of the house. He quit loafing around and doing nothing. In the business world, I think the parallel is just you go find something else to do when a Rico comes along that you can't stand, that's hitting you in the face.
Yeah, that's a good analogy.
This is pretty much the worst video ever made.